just that way.
So, Guru, my question is about the verse 47, chapter 2. This verse is considered to be the most quoted verse as a central teaching of Gita, and it is about action without expectation of its result.
Having acquired the state of a warrior, you are now eligible to act in whatever way the stature of a warrior demands out of you, but you are not entitled to any benefits resulting from your actions. At the same time, you are not entitled to a state of not acting at all. Thus you should act according to your stature without any hope of enjoying the fruits of your action. So, yes, maybe this is the most quoted verse. I really don't know who made this one the most popular thing. I think it's Mahatma Gandhi, because he had a political agenda to fulfill. Vivekananda also said this, okay. He is a missionary too. He has an agenda. He has a revolution in front of him, a dream of a revolution in front of him. So, to inspire people, definitely this is important. And it's not just about that, it's not just because of the agenda. See, action is inevitable. You are not in a state, even if you wish, you are not in a state to withdraw from action. When we say action, action is not just the physical action. You act physically, you act mentally, you act emotionally, and you can act in the level of your energy too. So at least physical, mental and emotional activity you're doing all the time, isn't it? Are you capable of inaction? We're trying hard for shunya. You're not capable of inaction. Anyway, you're performing action. Whether you wish or you don't wish, you're anyway performing action. Most of the action in 24 hours' time is purposeless action, with enormous desire for what result you may get out of it. I would say for a large percentage of humanity, their whole mental activity is generally about dreaming about what they would get out of a little something that they have done in their life. Isn't it so? Yes? A large part of their mental activity is just about this, the little something that they have done. What are all the things they are going to receive out of those little actions that they are doing? Their whole mental activity is in this. So, very much perceiving that, he is saying this, it's a wasteful life, because when you are concerned about the result of action, it becomes karma. When action is not for the… what benefit you get, you're just doing it because it's needed, it becomes dharma. Dharma has been translated as duty. It is not necessarily duty. The word duty is too limited. Dharma encompasses much more than duty. So, the difference between dharma and karma is just this. Dharma is a liberating force, karma is an entangling force. So, karma in terms of action is inevitable. Anyway, you have to perform action. Whether you sit or stand or you lie down in your bed, you're still doing something in your mind or your emotion, isn't it? Even if physically all the time you're resting, still you're performing action. So are you performing action to entangle yourself? Are you performing action to liberate yourself? So here he's just giving you a simple tool to use action as a process of liberation. Maybe the reason why it is the most quoted verse is because this is the greatest affliction in the world, that people cannot be still for a moment. People are ill only because they do not know how to be still. If they knew how to be still, there would be no illness really. If you can just make yourself absolutely still, you will see there will be no such thing as illness. Because stillness is out of question, activity is inevitably happening every moment of your life, awake or asleep, still activity is going on. Because activity is 24 hours, everything else is on and off, but your activity is 24 hours. So definitely more attention has been paid to this verse. I think it's appropriate, don't you think, to pay attention to this, because it is something that's on all the time and constantly entangling. The very way people think and feel, aren't they entangling themselves in their life? They don't have to do any great actions like Krishna, they don't have to go and fight battles and try to make and break kingdoms. No, they can just sit at home and wind themselves up into nonsense. They're such experts, aren't they? Isn't it so? Every action that you perform, whatever,